Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tarot by Celeste, and I'm here to bring you information that we get from the cards about hot topics or very interesting cases that we find in our current events in the news cycle. If there is nothing really happening, it's a slow news moment, we'll definitely do the standard pick a card readings based on questions that viewers have. So let's just get into the topic. First and foremost, all readings are for entertainment purposes only. No one should be using tarot for medical, legal advice, or to make major life decisions. For those things, you have to go to professionals or just use your own decision-making skills. As we know, there's been a big to-do in the media with Jess Hilarious and the Breakfast Club and what took place in between her maternity leave. And in this reading, there's so much to cover. So I did ask one question. If we have time, I will add a second question to the video, depending on how long this question takes. But the cards show two very different possibilities, and a big decision is coming soon. Today, we're going to ask the cards, will Jess Hilarious remain a permanent host or co-host on The Breakfast Club? Okay, so what we see here is the overall energy of the reading between the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune tells us that there's nothing currently set in stone. Jess's position is still uncertain and things could still shift, is what the cards are relaying to us with the Wheel of Fortune. And with the Five of Wands, as we know already, there are tensions or disagreements about her role at work. There's things that we know up front because Jess went live about it, about her tensions on what happened when she left for the Breakfast Club and came back to work. And then also there's things that we don't know that's going on behind the scenes in terms of tension. So there's the known and unknown, but it's pretty obvious that we do know that there are some tensions at work. The Chariot suggests that Jess is determined to make this work. And we did hear her say that after her life, when she went back on the Breakfast Club, that she said that the Breakfast Club is what she's always wanted. It's where she wants to be. But she had this problem, which is what she wanted to speak about. So the Chariot confirms that information, saying that she is determined to make this work. With the Page of Pentacles, and this is more like a mindset. Let me adjust the camera so we can see the cards better. Okay, perfect. With the Page of Pentacles, this is more of a mindset where her mind is. This is reflecting on where her mind is. You can even see the person thinking in the card. And what the Page of Pentacles is suggesting is that Jess views this experience as a learning opportunity, and she really wants to grow from it. She's serious about her self-improvement, and that's really what she's learning from this whole thing, including her going live as a way of trying to be heard. She's just reflecting on all aspects of herself with the Fives of Pentacles. It's like all aspect of man. And, or when I say man, I mean mankind. She's reflecting on all aspects of herself and what she can learn in order to grow from this situation. With the Six of Cups, and I found this part a little interesting, there is nostalgia or a past connection involved. It could be that her chemistry with the team is built off of past relationships, and it also reflects that someone on the show, whether in front of the camera or behind the camera, has her back. So it could be one or two or both things. I know she did mention knowing one of the co-hosts for a very long time, but also this gives the appearance that behind the scenes, someone has her back on the show for sure. And with the Six of Pentacles, it shows that there's a theme of giving and receiving. Her role might depend on her continuing to bring value to listeners and viewers, and whether or not the show sees her as a long-term investment. So, and even with the Scales and the Wheel of Fortune, we could see that, again, there's nothing here that is set in stone. But at the same time, the cards don't look bad. Yes, there's a bit of tension in front of the cameras and behind the cameras. To balance that out, there are people that has her back. So that is like a beautiful thing. And I think we all need that in the workplace where there's tension and sometimes we don't feel our greatest at work, or there's things going on that we wish wouldn't happen. I think we all like knowing that we have someone that supports us, and she does have that. Okay, so in terms of final interpretation or overall interpretation, Jess wants to stay and she wants to grow in this role. There is some tension, as we can see, or contemplation about her position, but she has supporters behind the scenes that are helping her and cheering for her. The network or team might be evaluating her contributions to see, as we can see here, they might be evaluating her contributions to see if she truly balances the dynamic of the trio or as a permanent co-host. And the Wheel of Fortune suggests that her future is not set in stone. There is potential for change, whether she stays or move on to something bigger. So to clarify this, I also added in, I pulled one more card and then I pulled two more cards. So I'm going to start with the one that I pulled first, which is the Eight of Wands. Where should I put this? Maybe I could put it here. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands suggests that things will be moving quickly, meaning a decision about her role is coming up sooner than later. What we could see with the Eight of Wands present is an announcement, a shift in her role, or just securing a more permanent position in the near future. And that, again, there's two different outcomes here. So that could be with the Wheel of Fortune and with the Chariot. There's just a lot of different... with the Wheel of Fortune, it's not set in stone. With the Chariot, it can go either way. With the Scale, it can go either way. So depending on what happens, that's just what happens next. But what we know with the Eight of Wands here is that what happens next is going to be revealed soon. So soon there'll be an announcement an announcement. There might be a shift in her role, or Jess might be securing a more permanent position in the near future. So that could be one of the outcomes, or it could be the unexpected. And the next two cards I pulled, unsurprisingly, was the Four of Cups, and last but definitely not least, the Ace of Pentacles. So here, as we can see, again, things are moving quickly. Eight of Wands. With the Four of Cups, Jess may not feel fully satisfied in her role, feeling overlooked or underappreciated. So she could be questioning what she wants long-term, or the network could be questioning if they want Jess as a permanent co-host. And maybe the questioning is happening both ways. Either way, as we can see, the universe, God, the ones that control the destinies of life, are creating a new opportunity. It's opening up for her, as we can see with what's being presented from out of the atmosphere, and that this road is open, and it's a very abundant road that's open. And with the mountains in the back, you can look at it as someone coming from, let me use my other end, my other pointer. We can look at it as someone coming out of a challenging situation into something better, or someone going out into or continuing on into this venture despite its challenges. So it's a lot that we can pull from this card. But either way, a new opportunity is opening up for her. It could be the Breakfast Club locking her into a more permanent co-host position, or it could be her moving on to a better offer that is more stable. So what we know here is that things are moving quickly behind the scenes. Jess may or may not be fully satisfied with her role, even if she stays. And there is potential for bigger, better opportunity for her, whether it's with the Breakfast Club or elsewhere. So, I don't know. That's it for that question. I don't think we have time for one more because we can't be here all day with the same question. But if you all have any questions that you would like for me to explore on this topic, I'd be happy to. Because things are going to be moving quickly, maybe we can wait and see what outcome happens and then come back with questions, maybe for another video. But I want to know from you all, do you think Jess will stay or move on? You can look at the cards and kind of decipher it for yourself. I don't want to share my opinion, or maybe I will at some point, but I don't know. I mean, I think if we all got something better, we'll take it. But do you think Jess will stay or move on? What do you think the Breakfast Club is looking for in a permanent host? And that's it. I hope you enjoyed my video. Remember again that this is for entertainment purposes only, and I'll see you at the next one. Please like and subscribe and comment. Bye!